When I walk in the club, I make the haters mad off. Just as I can shake and rock even faster. Why you acting all like so when you hear hot sizzle got the shit you saw.
Good morning. Today is the second day of fall. Yesterday was the perfect fall day. I didn't record yesterday just because, I just be rambling. What time is it?
It's 6:36 a.m.
So there you go. I'm about to go work out. Like I said yesterday, I'm sorry y'all, give me a second. This whole recording thing takes a minute. But yesterday was technically the first day of fall and my auntie's birthday. It just felt so good outside. It feels good right now. Usually I sleep with my fan year round, but because it's cold, I can open my window and just let the breeze come in. So it's really cold in my room right now, which I absolutely love. Why is it 6:30? Why am I this energized? I've actually been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I hibernate with the seasons. So when fall comes, I go to bed earlier. When winter comes, I go to bed even earlier. So when that daylight savings come, if it's dark at 7, I'm probably asleep. I'll answer the phone, but if I don't, it's because I'm asleep. I've been like that my entire life. I just, took morning classes all my life, and I was a teacher, so I'm used to it. But this week, I'm trying to get as much as I can done, possibly. There goes that painting. I've been adding more to it. This is just the first stage. The grass and the sky are in the second stage, but the trees in the first stage. So it takes like multiple layers to get where I want to get. So it's in the very beginning stages of what I want the painting to look like. But that's just my little tidbit. That's why I'm up. That's why I'm energized. I'm going to go work out and start my day so I can get some stuff done. Good morning. Being in my car at this time, with it being 50 degrees on a September day, it makes me remember having to go teach. And I miss those days. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I miss teaching. Well, let me say this. I miss teaching kids a lot. A whole lot. I miss my babies. So here is my setup. I just spilled my water, but here is my little setup that I have of everything that I'm working with. These are all the colors. I like to arrange them kind of in a color scheme. My whites, my blues, my reds, purples, oranges, browns, greens, yellows. My water bottle for when I get parched. I just knock over my cup of water, but I will refill it with my fresh water. So that's the setup for today. I finished editing my vlog from last week. That is up now, and now I'm just about to paint for a few hours, and then I now have some commission work to work on, so that's exciting, and I need to get that done. So yeah, even though I work out, I'm always tired after walking upstairs. Just taking a little lunch break, I was just thinking to myself, it's so cool that even though I miss teaching and I really enjoyed it, it was one of my favorite things to do. It was a very hard job. It's not for the weak-minded. And not that I was weak-minded from walking away. It just takes a different type of mental strength to be a teacher, to not go off, to not spaz off on anybody, any child or any adult, any parent, and to remain like, I'm gonna be in jail, so I can't hit this woman or this child. It's not for the weak-hearted. I am about to take a lunch break. I'm appreciative of what I now do. I love it. I worked out this morning. I edited a video. I sat outside and paint. I'm about to eat lunch and go back outside and paint. So thank you, God, for what I do have. I'm very appreciative. A new update. I figure I might just include updates about me since COVID has happened. New things that I have added to my agenda of life. I eat meat again. I used to not eat meat. I did it when I was doing IF, which is also known for intermittent fasting. I did the 16-8, did the 14-6, 6, I think. I want to say. I don't know. I still fast. I still do intermittent fasting for the most part. I tried not to. I tried to eat more often, but eat later during the day than I normally do. I'm a late eater, so I'm trying to stop doing that. But I eat meat now, and I just finished smacking on some wings. I love wings. Love them. I love bacon. Love it. I started eating back in June when I went on a road trip with my best friend. I have a little bit of footage. I might add it in around here somewhere. Yeah, so we did a road trip before she went back to flying, and we went to New Orleans, San Antonio, Houston within like a week or something like that. And on our road trip we had Jack in the Box, and it was a horrible experience. The Jack in the Box, not the road trip. But ever since then I've been eating meat. One thing that has helped me, I've always worked out for the last 3 years, but what has helped me kind of maintain and also lose weight is boosting my metabolism. So even though I eat meat now, I take a lot of healthy nutrients and supplements and add-ons. And one thing that helps me when I eat meat is taking pro and prebiotics. I believe I have polycystic ovary syndrome, where I have an imbalance of hormones, which causes an imbalance of things that happen within my body. And metabolism, having a slow metabolism, has always been my problem. So I take prebiotics and probiotics. If you're interested, I get them from the vitamin shop. I can show you what they look like in the clip here. I'll show you what they look like. And I just take 2 a day, sometimes 1 before I eat, and twice a day, or sometimes I take 1. Take 2 at one at a time. Take 2 at one time. So that's why I love meat. I'm currently trying to set up my next scene, which really isn't a scene. I am doing a 2-part series. I'm doing a 2-part series to the Bed for Real show. I didn't talk about it in the last vlog, but I'll kind of talk about it on this one. I'm still very humbled to have been a part of that. I don't know what it was. It was just a moment where someone's story needed to be heard, and I was glad that I was able to be that person, to not be afraid and listen to what my fear was telling me at the moment, prior to agreeing to being recorded and hear my thoughts. I do vlogs. I do I do create vlogs. However, like I've said 1,000 times, it's with the intention of me just watching the video, not of anybody else. So I never really get nervous or really care, because to me, it's like a way to look back and see my growth and see my thoughts and how they've changed, how they've matured, how, I probably shouldn't have said that. My setup is this. That's my plant baby. She goes all the way up. And then that's my other plant baby. She died, but it's an orchid. She comes back. But yeah, this is my plant baby. I've had her since 2017, I want to say. So 3 years. Yeah, that's my setup. I'm about to set up my ring light. About to take this down and record a video. So light face, what I've been doing for my brows is using a light brown and then a dark brown to kind of give it more of a ash brown red color. And then just a light face. I use Fenty and some other products, and go record a video. That part is in this book right here. I am almost done. I am in the last stages of writing the book, but I am in the first stage of editing the book. So if you want to follow along on when the book will actually be published and released, then you should subscribe to my YouTube channel at Unapologetically Shy. I have not really been talking about this because I wanted to get far enough in my book, but now that it's out and it's ready for y'all to see, there's no more point in me talking, and there's no more of me dragging this video on. So without further ado, here is the Blackest gums. As I was just bragging about my plant, it broke. It's gonna be all right. Let me not be dramatic. I have to get a bigger mason jar so that I can fix that. That just happened, and I'm done recording my video. Now I just have to take all this crap off my face. I need to record a intro, and that's it. Good night. So it was another early morning start. I'm not going to the gym. I'm actually running errands, but it seems like this entire week I have been getting up early. That's okay. But this reminds me of when I used to work. I am about to go on a semi-road trip. I'm going to South Carolina. It's not for celebratory event. However, it's still a trip that I am getting ready to partake on. My grandma with me. I'm going to use this opportunity to see part of my history. I don't know much about my grandmother, my living grandmother's side of her life story. I actually don't even know my other grandma's full life story. But I feel like someone who has lived during so many different political stages of Black history, or just history in general, but to be a Black person from the South who was one of the main marginalized people who was disenfranchised because they were so far out in the country and so far removed from the normalcy that they created their own culture, which is beautiful in itself, and they were able to thrive and still produce and still be here until 2020. So I think that legacy is something that I need to find out more about. So I'm excited. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, and then by the time I come back, we'll be ready to get on our road because we have kind of an itinerary today, but not really. So I still want to leave by like 11:30, like 11. So I need to get ready to finish cleaning my room, clean my bathroom, and get dressed. It's a one-day trip, so I don't have to pack much. But yeah, girl.
Bitch Pam, Toya. In my hand, you can see where my fingernails went in. Because every time he tried to move, he called on the phone, wrong phone. Pam, turn it blue.
Good morning. I did wake up like this to Beyonce. So I got home like around 11:20 last night. It was an easy drive. Running up and down the street in South Carolina isn't that bad because it's only like half a tank of gas. It's about 3.5 hours. Excuse me. But I came home and I watched Vice Productions, the Bev For Real show, my writing about the Blackest gums. To now see that my writing is now not only on paper, but on film, it's just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. And how if you get caught up in what people say you should be and shouldn't do and can't do and won't do, you'll never get to this state of being like this, the state of mind of like, you're just humbled. I don't say to say that I have everything in my life that I want. There are some things that I'm still remaining strong in my faith, in my belief, in knowing that God will make way, and what's for me will always be for me. I think this moment in my life kind of reminds me that I'm on the right track. That this is just the first of many, and that you got to look at your cup half full versus half empty. Yeah. I'm just blessed. Good morning. It's not Sunday anymore. It's actually Monday. but I wanted to finish out this vlog because I didn't kind of say my final thoughts, or just, I don't know, I just don't like ending my videos without cohesiveness. This week was very trying, I would say, emotionally. Last week I dealt a lot with trying to be in the present moment and understanding that my current state of mind, my current state of body, where I am right now in present time, is I'm blessed. And so this week I was on a journey of trying to dig up my history, and it's kind of like archaeologists who know that one dig might take years to come. And when you find like a little piece of a broken fossil that, once you find a piece of a broken fossil that there's more, like that fossil, for you to find that fossil might have taken, I don't know, 2-3 months. And so now just a piece of a broken, like a small taste, like a crumb, and you just keep finding the crumbs until you get to the actual pie. Like, that's how I feel about when it comes to digging up my history, because I feel like right now a lot of people take for granted of the elders who have been before us, and elders who are actually still here. And we miss out on opportunities to just learn our own history in our own family, because we're so caught up in the world and what's current news or current events, and we miss out on that opportunity of understanding our past first. So this trip wasn't very much like a celebration. I'm glad that I got to be around family, and I'm glad that I got to see what family looks like, even during COVID, even with us having to wear masks and social distance. It was still just a blessing to be in a room full of love. And I think that's more so my takeaway. I still want to continue to do grounded activities, just to remind me of what's more important, what is important, and not kind of shift away from my pure thoughts. And when I say pure, understanding that following your heart and following what's in your heart tends to be the most purest thoughts that you can ever have. And when you stop counteracting those thoughts with your emotions and your overthinking, then you remain pure in your thoughts. Whether you have baggage, whether you have your own habits that aren't healthy, whatever it is, just continue to listen to that pure thought, because that's what's going to be your guiding force. And we are created out of love. I believe everyone. I believe that God, the creator, the universe, whomever you choose to serve, but I believe that we were created out of love. And so when we as creations get to naturally express love, we walk away with a sense of fulfillment. And including my writing, including me creating these videos, including me using my creativity for an outlet, I believe that I am showing love. I am expressing love. I am using the pain, or I'm using a past to continue me on this journey of always do things out of love first. You can't guarantee that it's gonna be easy. You can't guarantee that you won't have to like check someone or put them back in their right parameters of not crossing certain boundaries, but you can still do it in love. I think that is one of the things that I took away the most from this trip, just what it means to actually love. And with life and death being so abstract, I think love is abstract as well, but love is the most concrete thing that can be visualized. I'll say, you know, when someone loves you, you know when someone has done something out of love, and you know when when people genuinely care about you, and it's very evident. So I think that's how I'm gonna end this video. Yeah, so until next time.